Hey there and welcome. If you've ever struggled to make sense of survey data where people can select multiple answers, like picking more than one favorite fruit, you know it can get pretty tricky in Power BI. Well, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn that messy comma-separated data into clear, actionable insights with some simple steps and visuals. Let's jump right in and tackle it together. First up, let's talk about getting your data into shape. In most survey exports, you'll see something like this. Each respondent is listed just once, but for a question like favorite fruits, their choices are packed into a single cell separated by commas. That means if someone picked both apple and banana, you'd see apple banana all together in one spot. Power BI can't analyze this properly unless we split those up, and here's how. Open up your Power BI file and head over to the Home tab, then click Transform Data. This opens the Power Query Editor, which is where we'll work our magic. Find your survey table and then locate the column where those favorites are living, probably called favorite fruits or something similar. Now with that column selected, go to the Home tab again, choose Split Column and then by delimiter. When prompted, select the comma as your delimiter since that's what's separating the choices. But here's an important trick. In the advanced options, be sure to choose Split into Rows. What this does is take each comma-separated value and positions it in its own row, rather than spreading them across new columns. If you skip this, your data will end up stretched sideways and still be tough to analyze, so this little checkbox makes a world of difference. After you apply the split, your rows will look much more like proper survey data. Each respondent ID is paired with just one fruit per row. For example, if respondent 1 picked both apple and banana, you'll now see 2 rows for them, one for each fruit. It might feel tedious if you have a large dataset, but hang tight, this is the key to unlocking real insights. Once you're happy with your transformed data, it's time to bring it back into Power BI. Click Close and Apply in Power Query. Depending on the size of your survey, it might take a few seconds to load, so don't worry if it spins for a bit. Now let's start analyzing. The first thing you might be curious about is, how many fruit selections did people make in total? To see this, go to the Modeling tab and create a new measure. You can use the formula total selections equals Contro's survey. Essentially, this counts each fruit choice made because each now has its own row. But maybe you're wondering which fruits are truly the favorites. For that, insert a table visual onto your report. Drag the favorite fruits column into both the columns and values areas, but make sure to set the aggregation in values to count. This will neatly show you how many times each fruit was selected. For instance, you might see apple and banana both at 3, orange and mango at 2, and so on. It's a straightforward way to spot what's popular at a glance. Visuals make everything clearer, so let's go further. Create a bar chart by setting the axis to favorite fruits and values to count. Instantly, you'll see which fruit towers above the rest. Or for something a bit more fun, make a pie chart to show the share of each fruit selection, making it even easier to grasp the results at a glance. And if you want to see answers for a specific person, add a slicer using Respondent ID so you can filter the whole report by individual respondents. Super helpful when double-checking responses. Before we wrap up, here's the big takeaway. Always split your comma-separated responses into rows, not columns. Trying to analyze multi-choice data directly without splitting leads to messy, unreliable results. Once the data is in tidy rows, every aggregation, filter, and visual in Power BI will work exactly as you expect. And the best part, this technique isn't just for fruit, it works for any survey question with checkboxes or multiple selections. If you found this walkthrough helpful, give the video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or want to share your own tips. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more Power BI tutorials like this in your feed. Thanks for watching and happy analyzing.